In the unforgiving realm of mixed martial arts, where brutality and brilliance collide, there exists a fighter who has elevated the sport to an art form. A man who has shattered records, defied expectations, and carved his name into the annals of combat sports history. To understand the genius of Jon Jones, we must venture beyond the raw power and athleticism that have captivated audiences worldwide. We must delve into the mind of a martial savant, dissecting the strategies, techniques, and psychological warfare that have rendered his opponents helpless. Chapter 1. The Chess Master. In the octagon's brutal ballot, Jon Jones isn't just a physical marvel. He's a calculating virtuoso. Each opponent isn't merely flesh and bone. They're meticulously analyzed algorithms, their fight data parsed and meticulously understood. Like a grandmaster wielding invisible strings, Jones anticipates punches before they're thrown, counters strategies before they're formed. The octagon is his chessboard, meticulously mapped with the footprints of past opponents, every weakness cataloged, every exploit meticulously noted. His eyes, steely and calculating, hold the secrets of past champions, dissecting tendencies and vulnerabilities like a forensic scientist unlocking a mystery. In Jones's world, dominance isn't achieved through brute force. It's a cerebral war fought before the first bell even rings. Chapter 2. The Science of Octagon Domination. His brilliance manifests in the meticulous symphony of his movement. His footwork, a mesmerizing tango of control, dictates distance and tempo like a conductor, wielding an invisible baton. Each step is a calculated equation, pushing opponents off balance, creating openings for takedowns with the precision of a laser-guided missile. His takedowns unfold like textbook illustrations, a blend of physics and athleticism that leaves opponents sprawled, questioning their understanding of gravity. His striking, a clinic of calculated jabs and pinpoint elbows, lands with the chilling precision of a surgeon's scalpel. Jones doesn't brawl. He sculpts, molding the fight into his vision of controlled chaos with the grace of a seasoned maestro. Chapter 3. The Anatomy of a Takedown. The infamous oblique kick, seemingly simple at first glance, belies its devastating artistry. It's more than just a strike. It's a tactical scalpel, disrupting an opponent's balance like a sculptor's chisel, creating openings for takedowns like brushstrokes, shaping canvas. But it's the prelude that's the masterpiece, the subtle feints, the shifts in weight, the micro-adjustments that make defense futile. Jones wields the oblique kick, not just as a weapon, but as a conductor's baton, orchestrating the takedown in a crescendo of control. He times it flawlessly, catches the opponent's weight distribution off guard, and before they can even blink, their legs buckle like felled timber. It's not just a physical display, it's a psychological chess move, a subtle reminder of his dominance before the fight even hits the mat. Chapter 4. The Puzzle Master. No two opponents are identical chess pieces, and Jones treats each as a unique riddle to be solved. He dissects strengths and weaknesses like a cryptographer cracking a code, dissects tactics and tendencies like a detective unraveling a mystery, even anticipates emotional triggers like a seasoned therapist. His game plan, a chameleon adapting to its surroundings, transforms against every foe. Against a brawler, he morphs into a counter-striker, absorbing blows like a shock absorber and unleashing venom with calculated precision. Against a grappler, he becomes an elusive wraith, slipping takedowns like smoke through fingers and dictating the fight on his terms. He understands that true mastery lies not in brute force, but in adaptability, in reading an opponent's soul and crafting a strategy that dismantles them from the inside out. Chapter 5. The Art of Deception. Jones isn't just a master of technique. He's a magician of misdirection. His feints and head fakes are an elaborate sleight of hand, keeping opponents guessing, searching for a phantom truth. His eyes, a kaleidoscope of shifting focus, faint intentions like mirages in the desert, leaving opponents lost in a maze of uncertainty. He's the ultimate poker player, raising the stakes with every feint, calling his opponent's bluff with a perfectly timed takedown that reveals the true hand. Dominance. He understands that every opponent seeks a pattern, a predictable rhythm, and he thrives on subverting those expectations. His unpredictability becomes his greatest weapon, keeping opponents off balance and forcing them to react to his choreography, not dictate their own. Chapter 6. The Legacy of Technical Brilliance. But his impact goes beyond individual victories. He's pushed the boundaries of fight intelligence, raising the bar for every fighter coming after him. His approach, a masterclass in dissecting opponents and adapting strategies, has become a blueprint for success. The future of MMA belongs to those who can wield technique like a weapon, who can outthink and outmaneuver their opponents. Jon Jones, in that sense, is more than a champion. He's a prophet, showing the path to a future where fight IQ reigns supreme. He's sparked a revolution in fight training, with camps now prioritizing in-depth analysis of opponents and meticulously crafting fight plans that exploit their weaknesses. His influence spills over into other combat sports, with boxers and kickboxers studying his footwork and tactical dismantling for inspiration. He's the catalyst for a new era of calculated combat, where the fight is won before the first punch is thrown. Chapter 7. Evolution of the Technical Predator. However, Jones isn't static. He's constantly evolving, adding new tools to his arsenal and refining existing ones. His recent move to heavyweight showcased his ability to adapt his technical mastery to a new weight class, proving that his brilliance isn't confined to a single division. He's incorporated more brutal leg kicks into his striking, capitalizing on the heavier frames of his heavyweight opponents. His takedowns have become even more explosive, utilizing his increased mass to slam giants to the canvas with the force of a falling meteorite. Jones embodies the true essence of a technical predator, constantly learning, adapting, and refining his skills to stay ahead of the curve. He understands that technical mastery isn't a destination, it's a journey, an endless pursuit of perfection that pushes the boundaries of what's possible in the octagon. That, my friends, is Jon Jones, not just a fighter, but a living masterclass in technical dominance. He's redefined the octagon, proving that strategy and precision are the true keys to victory. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Jones's brilliance, then smash that subscribe button. I'll be bringing you more breakdowns of combat psychology, technical breakdowns, and fight analysis. Remember, true mastery lies not just in physical prowess, but in understanding the intricate game of chess played within the cage. So, stay tuned, keep learning, and keep pushing your limits. See you next time.